So what are you hoping to see here, Doc?
I'm hoping we get interesting. I hope we get an actual HMG seed. Like it's definitely possible with HMG to not have to do any of the HMG stuff, and have it basically just be an overworld glitches seed. So, you know, I want to see Swamp as a crystal. I want to see Mire access required for Swamp. I want to see all the fun stuff. Maybe we can get a key rat steal.
All of the silly mega dungeon stuff that's possible in HMG. We want to see it. Of course we do. That's what we're here.
The one that I haven't seen yet that I would love is required first fire source in Ice Palace.
Oh, that's delightful. That's Rule of Fire, like, to the nth degree. Fantastic.
Yeah.
All right, so we get some bombs right away. Looks like both of our runners starting at Hobo.
Yeah, they're going to scout out the island here.
Is this a pretty standard? I'm not in this tournament. I don't play glitches. Is this a pretty standard HMG opening?
Yes. So yeah. It's quick, as you're seeing on Mike's side, as long as you get the clip.
Right.
It's Sphere 1. Sphere 1 is huge. And bomb. Okay, well, we're not going to see
rip.
unless the first sword is an Ice Palace.
Yeah, that would be fun too.
But it also really cleans up your route later. So we'll see when they eventually do South Shore. Because Waterfall Ferry and Zora Ledge are both in logic with just the boots. So when they do a water walk later, they don't have to decide whether to spend it on Hobo or not.
Yeah,
because Hobo's just done.
There's an ice rod in Sank. Thanks for that. Can't tell you how many times in a non-glitched seed I've wanted to just hop through that wall to get to Hobo. So I understand. Here is Saha from Mike, and Vortex headed up towards a sword for Mike at Saha.
A sword, a bottle, and a mirror. That is That's huge for so many reasons.
Please tell me some of those reasons.
So Saha's Closet is a pretty common early play because you start with boots, so you don't need bombs. And putting off Kakariko is also pretty common because you really want to be able to do more when you get there.
That was, by the way, a green pendant on Hera, a pendant in Eastern, and some sort of crystal in Desert.
Right. So having a bottle is good, because then you can get sick, get out of the way. It's also the third reason is that it especially for us mentees, when we were first learning like OWG assured, HMG assured, you have a starting sword. Yeah, you just go straight up the mountain, you check Hera, you do all that stuff. But once they took our sword away, suddenly the mountain doesn't make quite as much sense because there's a lot of dead rocks. You can't hit switches in Hera. So Saha's Closet has given Mike both more incentive to head straight to CAC and get whatever's there, but also it's given him the option to just say, screw it, and go straight up the mountain.
I think that's what he's going to do because he came at Lost Woods from the south. So it seems like it would play nicely here to go up, peek at this, and then turn right around and go up north, check Lumberjack, and then head up the mountain. That seems likely to me here, given his route. Vortex headed into Kakariko instead.
Well, yeah, because again, Vortex doesn't have that sword yet, right? So it,
Ooh, a hammer there in Blind's Hut. As well as a bottle for Vortex. So that sick kid advantage not panning out for Mike. But that's okay, as we see Mike up the mountain here.
Lumberjack DMA. Very nicely done.
All right, so it's Pendant Hera. No big key. So we don't have a fire source, not like we can do the basement here. And it is a
Right.
nice swamp key, as we see in chat.
Exactly. There was and there's a sword for Vortex in Cackwell.
Well.
Yeah. So that key is
Them,
still,
as a matter of fact, in Cackwell.
oh my god, that key is TBD still at this point. There could still be an item in Hera Basement. In fact, the Meyer medallion could be in Hera Basement. You have to kind of be careful with spending the Hera key. It's one of the ways that you can potentially break an HMG seed is if there's a very specific layout of Meyer access and hookshot and all that. You can sort of hedge against that by setting up the key rat steal. But in any case, we don't have a fire source, like you said, so
it's kind of
we will just be
point. Yeah,
we're just sort of in a holding pattern on that key.
Stick kid with just $20, so no need to worry about that.
Yeah, Meyer medallion in Hera Basement has potential for a soft lock.
All right, Mike is gonna set up a clip here just to get back up the mountain. Oh no, into the portal here.
So he has the mirror, which means pyramid fairies
true.
in logic.
Okay.
Yeah,
Good.
and he's gonna show us that. He's gonna show us that now.
So this is like a you leave the mirror portal somewhere, right? I think I remember seeing this.
Exactly. So
during
right
the
now
Logic tournament.
Right now he's wrapped the map around.
There's a hook
so
shot
he...
on race game that Vortex is
God.
gonna pick up. This seat is free.
So this mirror portal is now in the Hyrule Castle courtyard. He's going to reset his camera so that he can actually take damage. And he's going to death ward so that he preserves the portal. And now when he saves and quits to Link's house and runs up to Hyrule Castle, the portal will be sitting in the courtyard.
All right, right where we left it.
Yep, right where we left it, and he'll be able to sneak his way into Pyramid Fairy. And fortunately, you get Super Bunny when you do that, so he'll be able to open the chests.
Vortex into Desert Palace. We're stealing that hook shot from Race Game. We're gonna pick up the small key to Desert on the torch.
So Vortex with no fire source, still not going to be able to beat this dungeon, but did pick up a glove and cack, so going to be able to not isolate Cave 40 or Checkerboard, which is nice.
Yeah. Mike into the front of Escape.
This makes sense. There's never going to be a better time to do this. It's a little unfortunate because it's especially with it's preferable to have a glove already and to have, at least the way I route this, I prefer to have already done back of Escape when I do the front of Escape. And the reason is
the key rat.
Exactly. I want to know if I can safely set up the key rat steal or not. And in fact, I want to know if it's even possible for you. Like, Mike doesn't have a small key right now, so he couldn't set up the key rat steal.
And so if he finds the key here in the boomerang chest, is that then possible?
So first of all, the key can't be here, right? The small key can't be in...
It's a bow on K45. Thanks, game.
Wow. So the small key can't be in these two chests, just because of normal key logic. It could be in Cave... It could be in Dark Cross, but you end up in this annoying sort of decision-making situation where you're like, do I want to go all the way to Dark Cross for what's maybe a small key? And then if I do open the door, I don't have a glove yet, so I don't. It's
so
both.
Yeah, we don't know.
Both my gloves could just be in back of Escape, and do I leave it set up for the key rat steal, or do I go all the way through? It's sort of a sticky situation, and I wouldn't be surprised if he just leaves.
No, he's going for it.
He's going for it. He, of course, doesn't know that.
There's a glove in Kakariko. Yeah.
Right. He has a hook shot already. Like there's a hook shot in Kakariko, so like as long as it's not specifically Meyer Medallion and Meyer's Crystal, like in the basement, it's not really an issue. Vortex is going to show us what's in the back here. That's true. If you know the swim clip, you can do the swim clip later. I do not know the swim clip. It is a small key, so what's Mike going to do? He's going to open the door, and looks like he's continuing. Okay, he's decided he will deal with Meyer and Hera when it comes, and he just wants to knock this out.
Yep, not setting up that steal, just gonna check the back here. So a little bit of time loss to Vortex, who's able to do this with the glove, but not too bad. Nothing important back here, just a heart and some money.
Oh, great point. Yeah, so we know that Meyer is a crystal because Mike's done that map check. So it's not quite as bad to commit to the Meyer State Swamp because you know you're going to need to get into Meyer anyway. You're not going to put yourself in like Meyer Medallion Go mode just to get into your last crystal that isn't Meyer.
Nothing of note in Pyramid Fairy. Here are my least favorite check in the game, just a piece of heart. Pyramid Ledge.
Okay, well, I mean, it's done, right? And he'll head to CAC now, and
that's something that Vortex might do eventually anyway.
Oh, he is still skipping CAC, hoping for a flute, maybe?
Perhaps.
We've got the money for South Shore, so sure, why not? Oh, you know what? He might actually be waiting for a glove and or a fire source to be able to take care of desert in one go.
That makes sense. Unfortunately, we know that there's one glove in CAC, and we know that there isn't another one coming here yet from Vortex.
The glove, of course, not actually required to beat desert, but it does keep you from isolating checkerboard, and it makes the desert routing a little bit cleaner if you do have a fire source, because you don't have to do it last. Because you can get into the back of desert without a glove, you just can't get out.
You just can't get out. Yeah. So, Ice Rod Cave was empty. Vortex set up a water walk here. Gonna go ahead and do the Zora area checks. I did not know you could walk over that.
I didn't. That was terrifying. All right, I've not been tracking Vortex's heart piece situation, so let's see. Okay, not gonna get dunked.
Yeah. Just hold diagonal up after the block. Nice. TIL.
Okay, and nothing on the ledge either, so even if Mike is, even if there were a heart piece in, well, actually, I guess he wouldn't be able to get out to Zora himself, so let's see if Zora has anything.
Nope.
Nope, it's all a bust.
Classic Zora.
Alright, so, does Vortex take that bow and rush, Pendant Eastern? No,
nope.
No, he does not. He's heading up the mountain. He hasn't been there yet. He's got a hook shot. He's got swords. He can do all of it.
Yep. Is Moon Pearl required in this mode?
Logically, yes.
Okay.
Practically. And practically, it depends.
Okay.
But usually, yes.
Okay.
Nice new DMA from Vortex. That was super quick.
Usually not worth skipping. That makes sense.
So Mike posted a seed in the Discord a while ago that was like, hey, as a fun challenge,
try to beat this without the Moon Pearl.
Try to beat this seed without the Moon Pearl. In that seed, the Moon Pearl was on Lumberjack. But it was a jet. Like, it was not worth skipping. Like, you had everything you needed to beat the game except the Moon Pearl. And so it was purely just a fun challenge. It was not faster to skip the Moon Pearl, at least not at my skill level.
And even Malmo is saying it's maybe you skip it when it's there.
Yeah. Vortex, being pointed out in chat, Vortex has everything needed to Oh,
Boing.
that was an intentional Kiki yeet. Because he's headed straight to pod, because he has everything he needs to beat it, and it's Crystal.
Just Vortex doesn't know that yet, though.
Fair, yeah. I don't know Kiki.
What's going?
So this is a shortcut to the bottom of Spec Rock. That is at this point not working out as a shortcut.
I was gonna say this does not seem like a shortcut.
It would have been faster to just go. They use it in the speed run. I do not use it because especially with 2 seconds faster than the speed climb. Okay, yeah. So if you lose more than 2 seconds on it,
yeah, and he's got the hook shot,
especially with the hook shot. Yeah,
Vortex just
sort out hook speed climbing those
yeah, it's pretty fast.
Stairs is quick.
So here we are in Cave State Pod.
Vortex did not open the door.
That's interesting.
So he's.
Did he
it's fine.
He messed up here, yeah.
No, it's not a mess up. The logic will never require you to do that. He has just precluded himself from the possibility of skipping right side.
Okay. And they're in the midst. Hello.
Ugh, you never, ever want to see those.
Why is that?
Literally all that does is make Smith Chain a thing. And also, no. Ice Palace is now fully in logic. So Ice Palace entry requires either
either mitts,
the mitts, or the flippers, or without logic. Out of logic, you can get there with the mirror.
Right.
Yeah, it also opens up, once they find the mirror, it opens up Mire Shed, because you can teleport up to the Flute 6 portal and then Super Bunny into Mire Shed.
Alright, there's Mike's first glove. I hate that. This middle pod room is
Vortex
one
got
of my
bullied there.
One of my least favorite rooms in the game. All right, there's Mike's.
And Mike, nice, does not get soft locked. There is significant soft lock risk getting that the maze race item.
So we'll still be looking for a fire source for Desert. So we'll be back here. There's a vanilla big key in pod for Vortex.
And worth noting that Vortex hasn't been to Saha's closet yet, so
that's correct.
He's doing all this without the mirror.
Yeah, I feel like in situations where I don't have them, I guess he didn't have the big key yet when he went to the bow side, but could have if he had.
Yeah.
But if he had opened the front door in Cave State, right?
Right. It's all the more reason to open that door in Cave State, because you really want to give yourself the opportunity to potentially skip right side.
Yeah, especially in this seed, right? If I don't have the mirror, and Vortex is going to do this, is going to do Helma first before the back, which makes sense. If you don't have the mirror, this is true in non-glitch modes as well, right? If you don't have the mirror, then use beating Helma as a free mirror back to the front of the dungeon and then do the back. As long as you've got the big key and a small key.
Where was Vortex's bow?
K45.
Okay, yeah, so Mike's about to get it. I don't know what he's doing here. Oh. Okay. Nice.
That's cute.
Yeah.
He's thinking about where he needs to go first. We're K45 first. Here's the bow. So I imagine we'll see, once he is done here, once he gets Checkerboard Cave and at Gina, because he's done in Desert at this point, I believe. He's probably going to follow Vortex right into Pod. Would make sense, right?
Probably.
Especially because he could easily combo it with an Eastern dip as well with that mirror.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know whether you do that or not, but
I mean, it would be his only opportunity really to dip Eastern. If he had any interest in dipping Pennant Eastern, that's what he would do it.
Yeah.
Especially since he's already been to Saha, but
yeah, I mean, hard to see when Vortex makes it back to the Saha Eastern area.
What was it again? It was a sword and a mirror.
A sword and a blue goo and the mirror.
So the thing is, like, the mirror is super nice to have. It has some logical implications. It has very few hard requirements.
Yeah.
If the seed has a trolley moon pearl, oh, Vortex, very nice. Okay.
Yeah, that's really that's hard.
That's an NMG runner for you right there.
Vortex's NMG showing right there. Yeah.
So if the seed has like a trolley moon pearl, the mirror could be required. But even then, it's not hard required since we have potions.
Right.
So we could just do like link state shenanigans instead.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure chat will correct me. Mimic Cave is, I think, the only hard required mirror location, not counting like Moon Pearl Troll stuff.
Mm-hmm. There's your boomerang.
Oh, okay. So there's still ways to get there. Okay.
Mike found your boomerang there in Paradox Cave, and not much of anything else.
Yeah. Mirrorless Mimic Cave is really, really dumb. Okay.
Ooh.
Mike moved there?
I've never seen anybody get blown up from
He at the last second
with a
he
mess.
like held up on the
Oh, did he? Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say because that's not usually what happens if you have like an Ancilla value misset.
I feel like he was like taking a drink of something and
tapped his
like,
D-pad.
Yeah.
Classic Mike.
Yeah.
Neglected to ask he was drinking before the match. So far,
All
nothing.
right, we're gonna see. Yeah, but what we do have is the hammer and a mirror. So Mike can go to Super Bunny.
That's fun. So far,
You can go
nothing of
Super
note in
Bunny.
the back of Pod here. We need
Oh yeah.
quote unquote need ether for Turtle Rock. There's a shovel in the Pod big chest.
So Mike can actually also go to Mimic Cave here, which is fun.
Yeah.
One of the
Nice first
practice
try
seeds,
Super Bunny, by the way. That's good.
Nice. One of the practice seeds I was playing had Moon Pearl in Mimic Cave, and that was a major gotcha for me.
All right, just a shield for you shield fans out there. And yeah, the shovel, the only thing of note in the back of Pod. So we come away with Pod with the crystal, the shovel, and the mitts.
Mike is really leaning on this early mirror. I think hoping for a trolley Moon Pearl. Just really wanting to be the first one to it.
That's pretty good. Nice little clip there. All right, Vortex is in Hera. Just 10 arrows in Mimic Cave.
Unfortunate. So far, the mirror has been a waste of time. It has just encouraged wild goose chase checks. This is also in logic, which is fun. Mike trying to decide if he wants to do this or not. Checking his equipment.
I mean, you're here, right?
Yeah.
Flippers in
Okay.
the Tower of Hera Compass chest.
So those are maybe Meyer locked. We don't actually know yet.
Okay.
They're either
'Cause
Meyer
we
locked
don't
or
know where
fire
that.
locked.
Yeah.
We don't know where the big key is.
The big key, yeah.
We're about to find out.
Because the big key could be here on Moldorm, could be in the basement.
Actually, we're still not about to find out because it could be in the big chest.
Oh, that's true. Well, we're about to get some information at least.
Yeah.
Third hit with the spin, giving Vortex some trouble. Switches to the hammer, takes down Moldorm. That's a green pendant, which is going to be good for Vortex. Going to push him closer to the mirror over there in Saha.
Yeah. And this Fireless Samarialess TR is... It kind of sucks, but again, I'm pretty sure Mike is just, like, really leading on...
Chasing that early mirror.
That early mirror. What was on Moldorm? I missed it.
Nothing.
Okay. Not the big key.
Not the big key.
Okay.
Oh, well, Mike can check the big chest now.
Yeah, one more in logic check.
Oh, it's the flute!
Oh my god.
Wow!
So the flute is actually, like, not required for anything.
Yeah, but you gotta be nice, though.
But it is, you know, he'll have it early enough that it could help. Oh no.
Mike, please.
Oh, Mike. Okay. So just the flute in TR. No logical implications, but maybe useful.
Both of our runners going to be in Spiral Cave at the same time here. So what's Mike's next move here?
Probably pod.
Yeah. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, of course he hasn't done pod. Vortex, I would think is gonna...
I think Vortex has to go to ice. I think that it's either ice or
Eastern.
It's either ice or Eastern at this point. It could also be Village of Outcasts or Skull Woods, because that mirror does give us logical access to C-shape, chess game, and Skull.
Yeah.
But I think, given how Mike has really invested so much time that hasn't paid off into chasing that mirror, I think his best bet, honestly... Oh no, he missed the subpixel.
Oh no.
His best bet would be Pendant Eastern, because I think Vortex also last locates that. Okay, trying again. Okay, this is good.
There we go.
With the hook shot, you can get both of these.
Yeah, do a little Tomb Raider, which is legal in non-glitch seeds. It's a little fun one. But
okay, dude.
Thanks, video game. Guess fights don't matter anymore. Vortex chasing Mike down the mountain here. Nope. That's done.
Yeah, you gotta hold the sword out.
That's tempered for Vortex. Mike gonna give it one more chance. Muffins, if Hera Big is in the basement, Pearl could be on Ped with the lamp. All right, what is Mike chasing here in King's Tomb? Just a shield.
Just a sword, or a shield, yeah. He's gonna try it again. Or he's going to pod. Nope, he's gonna try it again. Yeah.
Mike in shambles. At what point do you just bail on this?
I mean, it's not his last... I think he's just frustrated. He knows he can do it. Oh, man, that sucks.
Yeah. All right, here is just $50 on the green pendant, but here's Vortex's butter sword and mirror in Saha. And he saves and quits, so not going into Eastern quite yet. All right, Mike has given up on... No, messes that up. I was going to say, Mike has given up on King's Tomb.
I don't think that was a giving up. I think that was forgetting what he was doing. I think he is going to King's Tomb still. Because he's not healing. If he was going to pod, I think he'd heal. Oh, no, I take it back. He was just trying for a Kiki Yeet. If you fail the Kiki Yeet, it's not faster to save and quit and try it again. Just just correct your camera and go the normal way.
Yeah. The Kiki Yeet.
Yeah. All right, Vortex is heading into Ice Palace, which is probably the answer. It's either here or Eastern.
All right, see how Mike approaches this. Mike is going to open up this door, and possibly will be able to then skip the left side.
So it was a
right
skippable. It was a skippable right side. So
all right, so
hopefully Mike is cognizant of that. Mike also has the mirror, so he's gonna pick up a little bit of time in here.
Yep.
Interesting that Vortex stole that key. So stealing that key, when you have hammer and glove is, Oh, that's right. He's doesn't have Samaria. Okay, so it does still make sense to steal it. If you're doing the bomb jump, yeah, stealing the key is useful.
Vortex having a little trouble with this bomb here.
Yeah, it's not really... Yeah. It's one of those things where if you miss it the first time, it's probably faster to just hit the switch on the way out.
Yeah. I always just hit the switch on the way out. I don't know that other strat. He's also skipping Pengator chests, which is interesting.
That's very common. If you're doing Ice Palace, skipping Pengator chest is you're just crossing your fingers and praying it's not the big key, and that there's nothing in the big chest. Although when you're down to as few options as he is, it is riskier. Like you kind of have to go back for it if
it ends
you
up
don't find what you're looking for here.
Being relevant.
Okay, and this is why he stole the small key, right?
Yeah.
Because he hasn't opened any chests yet. It's the only way he has to not go the terrible way. Got it.
The silver
That's
arrow.
One item.
Oof. Remembering to pull the tongue when you do the bomb jump. Always difficult. There's a second item. It's just red rupee.
So if it's not here, does Vortex go to Pendant Eastern, or does he start chasing mirror things?
I think he probably starts chasing mirror things, right? All right, there's the big key. He's going to go back for Pengator chest, looks like.
Interesting. Okay.
So committing himself to doing the bomb jump again?
Yeah. I don't.
Weird.
I feel like the big key is your bailout. I don't agree with this.
Could just leave, yeah. There's the third item.
3 items. Okay, well.
Wow. Vortex never punished. All right, doing a little think here. He's up the mountain.
Mike has a fairy in a bottle, I believe. So unless he discarded it somewhere.
Chat, big fans of Vortex's Ice Palace route. That seems like a sizable gamble though, right?
Yeah.
If Pengator chest is just the compass or whatever.
We do not know.
No, we
don't know Hero's situation yet.
The
big key
is either in the basement or in the big chest. We do not know. Shovel just 10 arrows.
Yeah, that was pointed out. Muffins pointed that out earlier.
Oh man, that'd be so rad.
Could be on pedestal.
That'd be so fun.
If it could absolutely just be lamp in
Lamp in Eastern.
In Eastern for.
Oh man, that'd be so cool.
Okay, Vortex giving some time back. Doing Uncle in front of escape. And interestingly, not comboing it with Pyramid Fairy. So
yeah,
I'm not.
Pyramid Fairy's never the answer.
Maybe just didn't think of it.
all the pyramid checks are fake.
They're super not though.
I hate.
Like,
I mean, you know, like I have a seeds since pyramid ledge screwed me counter
I know,
on my
but
stream.
like,
I hate that check so
this
much.
could at this point, this would absolutely be a set the like there's not that much left.
Yeah, and it is weird, even like with that mirror, it is a little odd that you're gonna do back of escape or front of escape before without setting up that.
Right, exactly. Because you just if it's not here, you just give yourself an extra run
trip
from
here to the
house
center of the map. Mike on 1.5 hearts, so is in Oko mode here.
Pretty sure he has a fairy in a bottle though.
Okay.
I saw Vortex
release
dump one.
Yeah. Before. Mike, you have the butter sword. What are you doing? There's that fairy. Oh, took the fairy on the death animation. That's tough.
Yeah.
F in the chat for that fairy. All right, so Mike has successfully skipped the right side of Pod, picking up a little time on Vortex. Mike has got to be looking to mirror into Eastern here, right? What else does Mike have left?
So Mike has Ice Palace.
Oh, that's true. But he is right here. Nope, saving and quitting, going to Ice.
It's Pendant Eastern, though.
Yeah, but he's going to Pendant Ice instead.
Yeah, but the game's sort of pointing you there.
I guess, but like Pendant Eastern.
Oh wait, no, he's doing.
He's doing shovel.
Wait, yeah. Okay, now Vortex is doing Pyramid Fairy.
So I think he probably ran up there.
And then went, oh shit, yeah.
And then went, oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then once you're at the castle, then the damage is done, right? So you might as well just finish it and clean it up afterwards. It's not like something you would like. I'm a big fan.
Okay, we'll see how this works. So you can line up your Y coordinate by hugging that wall. So you only need to worry about how far left you are. And he did sort of a little up down. So.
Right, Mike's got the flute, which I forgot about. So he's probably got other stuff to do here. Flute to 6 to do Mire Shed, yeah, because he's got those mitts now.
Oh, Malmo saying that the Pyramid Fairy portal is really lenient, so he's probably fine. Okay. Okay, this is good. He's putting off ice a little longer.
Yep. All right. Vortex successfully gets into Pyramid Fairy. Will be rewarded with absolutely nothing but a little peace of mind. Ether is the medallion to get into the front door of Mire. And here in Mire Shed, we have the Moon
There it is.
Pearl.
Okay. Wow. Okay, so it's flute still not required for that, right? Vortex has access.
Yep.
It's a little more
do
annoying to get there.
Dark World, Death Mountain Descent, and then run down there and clip.
So no, you literally just run to desert, teleport up to the flute 6.
Oh, that makes
spot,
more sense. Yeah.
And then lift the rock.
Okay.
Because otherwise you have to do a bunch of one-frame bunny clips, and that's terrible.
Okay.
And I'm not even 100% certain that it's possible. I assume it is, but I don't know for a fact.
All right. Mike still doesn't have the flippers. Where were the flippers?
Yeah. Flippers were in
top of
Hera.
Hera.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Mama.
So he'll get those pretty soon. Oh, he wants the peace of mind on. Okay.
Vortex setting up a fake flute here with this blue potion. Gets it.
And heads to.
Okay,
so this is fake flute. Fake fluting is not in logic, but these checks are.
Okay.
He's not sure what's going on here. He needs to transition the overworld screen.
Right.
He's a little unclear on how fake flutes work, it looks like. He just needs to transition the overworld screen, and then he'll be in the... But he's afraid to break it, I think. There it is. Okay, now he's in the Dark World. Does he realize he's in the Dark World now? Yeah, okay. So
All
now
right.
he just needs to go...
Pull the thing
go
on
pull,
Thieves Town, yeah.
Pull anything without getting hit. And he'll be Link. This is out of logic. So Thieves Town is out of logic, but he can go bomb open the brewery if he remembers to do that. He is gonna not remember to do that.
Nope. Or is he? Nope. No, he's not.
So the only in logic checks he were
C-shaped house.
He might be headed to Meyer. He might just have had a brain fart on what the logical access to Meyer Shed was. So he might actually be heading to pick up his Moon Pearl here. Because if you're using other Tom's tracker, or even if you're using Dunka tracker with OWG on, Meyer Shed's going to show up green.
So he's going to see that. So he's like,
Right. Yeah. For in a high stress race setting, when for us who are still learning, right? There's definitely those moments of like, why does the game think I can get there?
Right.
Like,
yeah. Hell, that happens to me in non-glitch modes.
Yeah.
In cross keys all the time. How the hell am I supposed to get to Pyramid Fairy with this?
Right.
Yeah.
So maybe he's just maximizing his out of logic stuff. Because you lose link state when you go in and out of a cave.
Okay.
Including houses. So looks like that's what he's doing. If he picks up the Smith, he will be in a whole situation. Okay, he's not doing that good.
Ooh, what would have happened if he picked up the Smith?
You would have just been forced to turn it in before you could really do... Okay, he did not open...
Didn't open the brewery.
The brewery. Okay, and then now he's in this whole other situation where if he gets hit by a bunny beam in here...
Oh, then he's stuck, right?
Then he's stuck, yeah.
Well,
so
he could dungeon revive still, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, yeah. Yeah, no, for sure, Melo. Yeah, you just go back in your portal and bunny the super bunny the in-logic stuff, but it's just, if you're here and you want to maximize all your checks, you want to at least open the brewery while you're here so that you can super bunny that also after Thieves. Oh, just go back into your portal, you can get all the checks with fake Dark World. Oh, that's right, yeah. But he would need to take a death in here to get fake Dark World, right? So if he had taken a death in Thieves Town, he would have put himself in a fake Dark World state. So when he walked out of Thieves Town, he would still be Link, and he would be in Village of Outcasts. But as soon as he transitioned the overworld,
he would be back in the light world.
Back in the light world, yeah.
All that behavior, of course, patched out in non-glitched rando. Alright, Mike headed into this blind fight. Hey, Doc, did you know that this fight is scripted?
It is a scripted fight.
Yeah, you do the same things every time. Blind's gonna do the same thing every time.
Regardless, when he walks out of here, he'll be a bunny, so either do 3 super bunnies or go back inside of that. Right, okay. So he can still, go back in here, take a death bomb open the brewery, and get the rest of the fake Dark World checks.
Alright, down goes blind for crystal number 2 for structural Michael.
It looks like he didn't get anything out of it. I was not watching the screen at all.
There's Jack in here. Absolutely nothing.
Yeah. But it's crystal.
Yep.
And it's done.
It's done. Hooray. And it's 22 pixels away from the side of the screen.
All right, so what are in these checks that were in logic for Vortex?
Vortex with an S tier MSU choice here of Cadence of Hyrule.
Oh yeah, it's so good.
There was nothing in Chess Game. We saw Mike do that before Thieves Town.
Mm-hmm.
Just a 20 in the brewery. There was nothing in C-shaped house either.
Okay. So now Mike gets to just, continue around to.
Sorry, I've never seen that bonk and fall before. That was good.
So Mike gets to just dig Game Stumpy, hype cave, and then figure out his. Which, I mean, Hera is a pendant and out of logic, so.
But I believe
you
somewhere he needs to go to get those slippers, though, right?
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. So I think it still makes sense. I would. Hera is so fast, and you
right.
Swamp is a crystal. You want your key information.
Mm-hmm.
So with the hook shot,
he's gonna get it if he goes.
I would just go.
Thing, you know?
Exactly. Yeah. So it makes sense to go there soon. Maybe after this loop.
Yeah, there's crystal number 2 for Vortex, tying up the crystal count. Oh, he's gonna do Smith Chain.
Okay.
Yeah, if you're, you got the mirror, you got the hammer, you got the flute. Like, this is, if you're gonna do Smith Chain, you're gonna do it right now. That guard being a bit of a butt to Vortex.
Oh, you need to face up. I was going to ask the same question, Memo. I've heard you say always just use the guard for that one because it's easier, but I didn't know that you needed to face up. That's an important detail. Yeah, Pearl is in Mire Shed.
Vortex just skipped Chess Game, yes.
That's interesting. Oh, God. Oh, that's unfortunate.
F's in the chat for Vortex, taking that overworld death, always punishing.
Portal's still a C-shaped house. I think you're right. No, wait. Oh, is it? Yeah.
On a save and continue, is it?
Yes. Yeah, if you take a death.
When you mirror as Super Bunny, it leaves
a portal. Interesting.
TIL. Vortex getting bullied there. Doing some Dark Death Mountain up here.
Mike taking a little shortcut to turn in the purple chest.
Or trying to, at least.
Not much of a shortcut if you...
You got the boots!
Miss it. Come on. Yeah. There it is. All right.
It doesn't feel like much of a shortcut there. Oh, it's the red beam!
Okay. Wow.
Hello.
All right. So Mike is now Ether
Go
Fire Rod. Ether Flippers Fire Rod Go.
Fire Rod. All right. So we don't know where Ether is, and so we need we need that Mire medallion. That's a hard requirement.
Yes. Yeah. There's in this rule set. There's no way into Mire without the medallion.
Okay. Our first look at Hype Cave. 48 minutes in. Just a bunch of cash. Yeah.
And Vortex
160 rupees.
This is
TR.
Yeah. Vortex is just going to give all this time back.
Yep. So if you're rooting for Mike, some good news here, as Vortex is going to do a bunch of stuff that Mike has already done and gotten nothing from. Mike into the
This is a GT.
Portal.
This is a GT play. He's got hammer and hookshot.
And Kane.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
No, we're in Spike Cave first, though.
Yeah, but you do Spike Cave on the way.
Okay. It's gonna use.
Oh wait, no, you don't do Spike Cave on the way when you don't have.
When you don't have what?
an invincibility item to get back out.
Oh, and he's gonna hard reset there.
Yeah, saving the
blue potion.
The blue potion.
Yep.
Smart.
Heads up play.
That was a long distance kiss from the old man there.
Blew him a kiss.
Yeah. All right, this is going to be a GT play.
You love to see it.
So Mike's mindset of chasing that mirror early for the Moon Pearl is really, really paying off here. It was looking like it was a while until it wasn't.
Yep. That's the thing about Rando. There's Ether. All right.
Okay.
So Mike is Fire Rod and Flippers from Go. We know where the Flippers are. They are upstairs in the Hera Compass chest, which Mike could potentially like mirror out from GT and grab.
Yeah, he will check that on his way to Swamp, if nothing else.
Yeah. So where's this Fire Rod? Seems like this could be just about anywhere. Vortex picks up the flute there, so that's gonna perhaps drive him, make it certainly a little bit easier to go get that Moon Pearl from Mireshed.
Yeah, it definitely points you that direction.
There's powder in the Stalfos room.
It's pretty orphaned for Mike.
Yep.
But the flute makes it
not
that's orphaned.
Yeah, it's pretty quick. Ooh. And Vortex is out. He's gotten his flute.
Yeah, that's all he can do in there.
That's all he can do. So what's next? He's going to activate that flute.
I think he's gonna. Yeah, I think this is activate the flute and go to
Mireshed.
Mireshed.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense.
No,
Mike,
okay.
please. Tried the boomerang strat, but swapped to bombs instead of hook shot there.
Yeah.
There's the cape that Mike wishes he had a couple minutes ago.
Yeah, to put Spike Cave in logic. Yeah, so if you're just joining, yeah, we have a mildly trolly Moon Pearl,
which Vortex is about to get here in Mireshed.
Yeah.
A mushroom.
Oh, good, a mushroom.
Thanks.
Again, the flute makes that fine.
Yeah, that's true. Vortex sees his Ether Medallion requirement to get into Mire. So as far as Go mode is concerned, Vortex needs that Ether Medallion. Mike needs the Flippers. Ether Medallion's here in Hope Room in GT. Mike needs the Flippers, which are in the Compass chest of Hera upstairs. And both of them need the Fire Rod, which is somewhere.
Yeah. And Mike is gonna potentially... So Vortex is gonna have a double dip, but it's a guaranteed... Go mode because he already has the items. Mike may end up hunting around in there.
Sorry,
but
double dip of desert
ice.
of ice.
Of ice.
Ice is a pendant.
Oh, you're right. Oh no. Okay. Never mind.
What are Vortex's outs here? Feels like Mike has a pretty solid lead at this point.
Oh man, there's enough. Okay, so.
There's our big key.
A lot. When does Mike decide it's worth going to Hera, right? Because with a pendant Hera, you go there when you're starting to think about Swamp to see if you can safely spend the key.
That's what Vortex is doing right now.
Right, but Mike doesn't have flippers, so does he think? Yeah, Yeah.
I would think that you're here at GT, you know, that if you're going to do Hera, you do it now, right? You're at GT, you have the mirror.
Well, no, you can't mirror out of GT to Hera. It doesn't. The staircases don't line up.
You can't get down.
Quit.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So that changes things significantly.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh,
yeah,
right.
GT
the
is
stairs right
GT
there.
is
Of course you can. Yeah.
Right. GT is a one-way trip.
Air
yes,
source
a
blocks
lamp.
swamp access logically. Does
Yes.
it? Yes.
Yes. Well, no, because they have mirror.
Okay. Yeah, they've got the mirror. All right. Vortex clipping into Swamp Palace here. Yeah.
The lamp only. Yeah, this is a swamp. So the lamp locks swamp logically if you have to do it mirrorless, because you have to have the old man save and quit. But if you have the mirror, you don't have to do the whole like drain the swamp, save and quit. Blah, blah.
Vortex struggling a bit with this clip. My understanding is this one's pretty tough.
It's definitely different. It's select buffering is a whole sort of different new skill set. Okay, Mike is checking out his Hera info, so he's going to be Fire Rod Go mode here very, very soon. And then he'll just be chasing Vortex into Swamp once he gets those flippers. But yeah, so these select buffers, it's a different grip, it's a different timing, it's a new skill to learn, for sure.
It's scary. I'm always like, I look at people select buffering things, and I'm always worried that you're gonna save and quit, and like that's the difficulty that you are explaining, right? You change your grip, you learn what directions you can push so that you don't accidentally save and quit, that sort of thing.
Right. And if you are doing this, there is no danger of saving if you're doing this correctly, right? If you hold up left or up left, there's no
there's no danger.
But it's tough. And shout outs to Malmo for teaching me this one, right? Because it was definitely when we were getting ready to transition from OWG to HMG, I was super intimidated by this. I was like, and after one of our OWG races that
he had it there,
was mentoring me on, she's just like, hey, let's just learn this real quick. And it's a very doable trick, but it is not free.
No, as we're seeing. And we're going to see dueling clips here as Mike and Vortex can be attempting the same thing here. Let's see who gets it first.
So you need to go 3 frames up left, and then 2 frames on the dash, and then cancel the dash and go. So Mike just got it. Oh,
he lost it.
I don't know what happened there. He might have buffered the wrong direction. That's 1. 1 more. That's 2. I'm pretty sure he could just go from here. You can buffer up 2 frames after you cancel the dash. There you go. There it is. Nice.
Well done by Mike. That feels like a bit of a pivotal moment in this race.
Yeah, and it looks like Vortex is pulling up some notes here.
Yeah.
Not quite sure what's going wrong.
With that cane of Samaria that Mike has, gets to do this little diver down here.
Yeah, thank you, Fox. Up left at least 2. Once to stop the...
Oh, and Vortex does get it.
Can go 1. Nice. GG's Vortex. Okay, but Mike is ahead by a GT basement left.
Yeah.
Which is required.
For that cane of Samaria.
No, for the ether.
No.
And that's a really good point. Mike is also ahead, which is also required for the cane of Samaria and purple chest. Don't forget to unlock that door, or you will be sad and have to do the hair clip again. Now you have to mirror twice, because the first one takes you from fake Dark World to real Dark World, and then the next one takes you from Dark World to Light World. Alright, so no vanilla small key in Swamp, so that clip was required. It's always possible you get here and open that chest, and that would have been a real feels bad for Vortex. Alright, so both our runners in Swamp at the same time. Mike just looking for a Fire Rod. Vortex still looking for Fire Rod, Ether, and Samaria. Alright, I haven't been tracking dungeon items. That's... I don't think we've seen any yet. So the big key is the first. Alright, so... there are 3 dungeon items remaining. Checks on left side. So Mike is absolutely skipping left side in this situation. And if he ends up finding ends up finding 2 or more dungeon items here, maybe goes back in.
There's one.
Okay. It's still possible for there to be 2 dungeon items, because you get that extra dungeon item key. So it could still be Compass and Small Key on left side.
Mirror Shielders rejoice.
Mm-hmm. Vortex having to do Bomb, Diver down, because hasn't done Smith Chain yet, but very smooth. I know a lot of people learned that one first. I wish I'd learned that one, so I was more comfortable with it, but yeah. I didn't. I'm always nervous.
I'm pretty comfortable with it, but it does suck, you know, like...
You only get one try at it, right?
You only get one try at it, yeah. So do we think either of these guys is going to go back in? Probably not.
Depends.
Depends on what we get here. This is the map.
Could still be...
rather. Yeah, okay.
So there's one item on left. No, there's
there's one. Oh, there's an extra dungeon item.
The small key. Yeah.
The small key, yeah.
The small key is over there, plus one item.
Do we need that small key for any reason?
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah, Swamp is the end of the line. You don't spend the small key anywhere.
Nice.
HMG.
Really good quick kill there by Vortex.
Yeah, the NMG is showing.
Yeah. That quick kill is real hard.
Mike says no to left side Swamp. Okay.
All right. He's gonna turn in that mushroom real quick.
And see, what's unfortunate is I think it's possible that Mike is still feeling tilted from the King's Tomb shenanigans.
Vortex going back in.
Okay, this could be the other turn. This could
big
be the turn
here. Mike's going to Eastern Palace here.
No, he's turning in the green pendant.
Oh. Well, he could be doing both.
He could, yeah.
But he's not. He's got the flute out already. Fire Rod's just in the Eastern big chest. Come on.
Yeah. So, Fire Rod in the return, the second trip inside Swamp is how I won one of my Swiss matches against a runner who is objectively better at. So, Mike not giving in to pigeon logic though, and sticking with the odds, which is totally reasonable. It's the only thing he's left behind so far.
Can you explain?
He's still got all of ice.
What do you mean by pigeon logic?
Oh, so there's this old operant conditioning stuff. It's well known in like behavioral psychology literature, where like
gotcha.
you you feed pigeons with a button that like sometimes like randomly gives food.
Oh,
and,
yes, yeah.
After the first time it gives them food, they will go back and push it forever, even if you change it so that it never gives them food again.
Right. Thank you, Mama.
Yeah.
And so what does that mean in this context?
It's not giving into recency.
Recency bias, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yes, a Skinner box, of course. All right, here we are in Misery Mire. Gotta do this. Throw the bird, Mike. Throw it.
Never gonna happen.
Throw the bird.
Mike is emotionless. He doesn't.
Yeah.
All right. The item in Swamp is just
It's trash. Yeah.
And I think Vortex is not sure if he's seen the small key or not, so he's gonna find it here.
And hesitate for a moment. Feel silly.
Yeah.
and mirror.
Wait a minute. What?
I don't wish those moments on runners, but I always appreciate them on when runners are being restreamed, when they use their sprite to emote, and it's like, wait, what? Oh, okay, here we go. Those visible moments of indecision, I always find extremely compelling.
Yeah.
Love to see those as a commentator. Vortex with a casual 67th minute or 66th minute hype cave check. Love to see it.
Cam, I too am excited for Pigeon Logic to be included in V32.
Man, that would make you know what? If
Just
you know
one major progression item will be in the same location it was.
Mike and Beer make it happen. Yeah, one progression item's vanilla. You don't know which one. One of them is.
That's unfortunate. Vortex got dead rocked.
Oh, that can happen to anybody.
Yeah. All right, this is going to be, I think, a GT play
for Vortex. Ooh.
Vortex, although
maybe not.
No. I don't know what this is.
Is this just right side Dark Death Mountain here?
Hookshot Cave? Maybe he already did
Cave?
Super Bunny, I think.
Yeah. And figures this is. Oh, since you once you're in GT you can't get out. I suppose.
Yeah, although I think it's still faster to take Land Bridge over here, but maybe not if you're not comfortable with it.
Right.
And it also may just be this. I definitely have done this a lot in this tournament where it's like, oh, I've seen people do it this way, but since I have this equipment, is it actually faster to do? Like trying to avoid glitch brain, and then it turns out the glitched way is actually just faster.
Yeah. Mike got a Book of Medora in the Meyer Big Chest, it looks like, and is headed back to Vidi.
I've not been counting items, although I do know Mike understands Meyer key logic very well, so
yeah, and so does Vortex, I know. So we'll see some of that from Vortex when he gets in there. Nothing in Hookshot Cave. Yes, Boomerange, the red boomerang. Its moment in the sun.
The one thing it's useful for.
How dare you? How absolute dare you?
All right.
Vortex doing Spike Cave first.
Now he's doing GT.
Oh, okay. He's got to hop down here, of course, to clip in because you can't get in the normal way because you don't have 7 crystals. You gotta do this. Cheat to get in there.
I know, Malmo. I just like to give Tyler a hard time.
We are League teammates, and when we play co-op, each of us refuses to tell the other when they find their preferred boomerang. So
once I start see, as soon as I start learning no logic, I will be fully in the red boomerang camp. I just haven't yet.
Yeah. Yet, huh?
Oh yeah, no. I'm gonna try and so we've been talking about there's going to be 2 different class of 2023 mentees, glitch mentees. There will be
those who are done and those who go on to be full no-logic runners.
I mean, I guess there will be, and then there will be the no logicers and the all dungeon speedrunners.
Yeah. Mike doing mirroring over, doing desert, hooking up into space for no reason.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I was not paying attention to whether we got any muffin stashes. Did anyone notice when we were in C-Shape House?
I don't know if I. You know what? I did not see a muffin stash. I was not looking super closely, but these. I'm sorry. We're gonna have to rerun.
Yeah, that's a dereliction of duty on our part. Mike did it. Okay, thank you, muffins.
Good for Mike.
All right, let's all celebrate Mike's intentional time loss in C-Shape House. Commitment to the meme.
Nothing I respect more in life than commitment to a bit. Let's do it. Muffin stash forever. There's that mushroom for Vortex.
All right, so Vortex gonna find his ether.
He already did. It's just not.
Oh, he just doesn't.
It's just not his tracker. There's crystal number 5 for StructuralMike. The last crystal he can get still needs the fire rod to get into the back of Skullwoods and to beat Trinex.
So this is interesting. Vortex tried to go to Skullwoods. He just died.
Right. So fire rod could just be in there.
Yeah, exactly.
Skullwoods could, in fact, have the goods in this scene.
Yeah.
All right, here's Bombo's tablet. Gonna chase this book.
I also missed Mike picking up a lamp. So
me too.
I've not been paying attention to key logic and GT, so I'm not sure if they've seen 3 small keys or not. Which is important. It would be very important to know in this seed whether the fire rod can be on the climb or not.
That's spicy.
I think it could be. I think with that small key in behind Ice Tarmos, I think it could be.
You got to be out of options, right? Well, I guess you got to do it anyway, right? So.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Exactly. It's just a. So if it can't be there, then so Mike is in Fire Rod Go, right?
Right.
If the Fire Rod can't be on the climb, you might as well save the climb for last because it saves time getting to game.
Having the Fire Rod is nice for the gauntlet.
Well, it's not that too, yeah, but it also it keeps you from having to like run back to the pyramid after your 7th crystal.
Oh, that's true.
But I think Mike is just going to climb now. I think it's in logic.
And that depends on the keys.
Yes, you need in non-entrance modes. You straight up and down. You need 3 small keys to climb.
All right. Well, Mike's got 3 of them, so.
Yeah, and including pot keys and keys spent and whatnot. I think they found 1 in Hope, 1 in Stalfos, and 1 behind Ice Armos. I think. I don't know.
That sounds right. Vortex didn't do tile room.
I mean, there was nothing there, so
there was nothing there. So that's fine. Yeah. Going back for chess game.
Nice.
Okay, dude.
Oh no, Mike nudged on the pots there and lost the timing.
Oh, I didn't know. I have to look at that. I didn't realize there was a timing solution there.
Oh yeah, it's what they do, and then if you it has to do with hitting the crystal switch, like from very high up, and then so Vortex I think is about to get Red Cane. Question in chat: does he have it? It is in purple chest, so as long as he doesn't abandon purple chest, he's about to get it.
And there's no reason for him to.
Oh, but you're right. That's why he didn't go to. Of course, that's why he didn't do tile room. He could
right.
Not do
because he doesn't have the cane. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Doi. Mike very gamely trying to use the ice rod to kill that Stalfos. I appreciate the attempt. but doesn't use them on the Landmos. Doesn't just use Ice Rod here.
I can get behind that. I'm bad at Ice Rod.
Yeah, no, it's not fun.
And you have Butter Sword, so
give it a shot. Like, you know, if I'm here without the Fire Rod for some godforsaken reason, right? Like, I'll give it a shot with the Ice Rod, especially. I mean, if you Butter Sword, it's easy to clean it up.
I wonder if the extra lag in that room from the shooter. I don't know how that.
It probably makes it either harder or easier to do.
Yeah.
And I suppose there's time math as well. So. It's been a while since I've gone through these. I've been playing a lot of Door Rando lately, and it's been a while since I've gone through these rooms in the correct order. Man, that 4 Wizrobe room,
Mike,
very frustrating. You might get on Fire Rod. No, that 4 Wizrobe room, very frustrating when you don't, when you're coming at it the wrong direction.
Yeah. All right, so Jingle Glitch not patched out in glitch modes, and Mike probably gonna take this. Nope, just gonna YOLO it. Okay.
All right, we got it.
If you have Lamp and if I have Lamp and Fire Rod, I know that I can do that room.
Yeah.
Correctly, and I just don't worry about it. But
right. There's Blue Mail.
Okay, nice. Mike realizing he does not need the small key.
Vortex gets his cane, goes straight to Meyer. Le filet! Vortex definitely not going to throw this bird.
Although it would be less of a time loss for him. The bird was close.
Because it was pretty close, yeah. StructuralMike having lost game 1 in a hover seed to Vortex. Very glad to have the hook shot here. So Fire Rod not on the climb.
I did not know you could kill Wizrobes with the Ice Rod. Today I learned.
Yeah, me too. I guess that makes sense. I guess though there are plenty of things that you can kill with the Fire Rod and not the Ice Rod.
Yeah.
There's 2 on the first cycle. We have seen Spike Cave. Yeah. It is nothing.
Piece of heart. Yeah, Mike did it out of logic with a bottle.
Down goes Agatu.
So does Mike go to
Pendant Eastern?
Pendant Eastern or Fireless Skull?
He hasn't been to Ice yet either.
Yeah. Oh god, that hurts.
That'd be a rough choice. That would give some time back to Vortex. And I think if Mike does go to Ice Palace, I feel like he's probably there's that lamp. Okay. Nice lamp. So lamp and book both coming out of Meyer. I think there's not much of a chance that Mike does the same route that Vortex did in Ice Palace. I got the impression that was a pretty weird route that Vortex did, and that it paid out for him.
We're not going back to TR, are we? That would be wild.
I don't know. Looks like we are.
Well, Mike hasn't done Hookshot Cave yet.
Okay. So we might be headed there.
This makes a little more sense. I don't think we've seen Catfish from either runner yet either.
That's correct. So he can get there pretty easily from Dark Death Mountain up here.
As long as he doesn't go back into TR, which
okay.
Oh, nope, he's going to TR. This is a mirror route. Okay, cool.
Wild.
I mean, I don't know. Oh, wait a second. Hold on. Where was the big key? Could the Fire Rod be on Laser Bridge?
Yeah, the big key was in Chain Chomps.
So yes, this is all. Where are the small keys?
There's one. I think there was one in Crystal Roller. There's a red mail.
Okay.
So nothing doing here.
It can only be there if there were no keys on the fire.
Yeah, and Mike is done. He's already done Crystal Roll Room, can't do Trinix, so we're done here. Has he done Compass Chest? Have we seen Compass
This is gonna
Chest
be
PR?
no, because he didn't have Samaria.
Yeah. So this is gonna be Hookshot Cave.
Okay, Hookshot Cave.
Maybe
Open the front of TR.
Open the front TR to do Compass Chest, and then mirror out and do Catfish. Yeah.
Interesting. I wonder if this is faster than climbing.
Where is he right now?
He's on the floating island.
Oh, okay. Looked faster than climbing.
Yeah, it might be.
You don't have the rock animation? I mean, that's pretty short, but... Mike is going to find Bupkis here in Hookshot Cave. I'm going to mirror over, open TR, get that last chest in TR that we can get in the Compass chest in the front.
I mean, the nice thing was that was a super fast mirror wrap, so he didn't.
Yeah,
you know,
that was pretty good. Oh, of course, you don't even need to mirror to open TR. We can just hop up there.
Just hop up.
Welcome to Legends of the Wild.
Yeah.
Where you can climb everything. I bet this video is going to be pretty quick from Vortex. Very, very good. Zero cycle.
Oh,
Michael, please. Yeah, that was textbook video there by
very
Vortex.
nice.
Really, really good. Oh, and a vanilla compass.
Vanilla compass. Okay.
Down to
So
homie
this'll
fish.
be. Yep. Jump down to catfish, and then make a bad decision. Oh. Okay.
What's the bad
That
decision?
Fire rodless skull,
Or pendant Eastern?
pendant Eastern, or pendant ice.
Yeah, that's true. That doesn't seem bad. Just $100 there from the fish.
Oh, and a mirror says probably Eastern.
No, ice.
No, ice. Yeah.
So this is unfortunate for Mike.
Yeah.
Gonna give some time back to Vortex, and potentially a lot of time. Vortex did a bit of an odd route in Ice Palace. Takes the key, clips through, does spike chest, and then H chest, and then the big chest, and then instead of going on and just committing to a Pengator skip, went back for it, and got all 3 items. So, which is a little weird. Mike is gonna not do that clip, not gonna skip Pengator.
Yeah, Mike's gonna just do a standard icebreaker route, so he's gonna get all.
So he's gonna get. So actually, we'll pick up some time.
Yeah.
Because of icebreaker here.
Mike is not. I just know about Mike that he's not super confident with that.
He's not what?
Freezor. Mike's not super confident with that Freezor skip.
Oh, okay.
So he knows, and I think that's smart, right? He knows himself well.
Yeah.
Doesn't save time for him.
That's such a big thing. That's such a big thing in Rando of all stripes. That icebreaker was very smooth. That was really good.
Yeah, it pisses me off every time I watch him do it. It's
yeah,
way too fast. Right?
I just recently learned the sword buffer method. I had been pause buffering for years, and it's way better now. But I think that that is such a big thing in Rando of all stripes, right? Knowing what tricks you can do and not like overstretching yourself.
Yeah.
And because if you try to do something cool and you miss it, you just wasted time. That's something that I'm sure I struggle with, and is the bane of all of my execution. Where I try to do something that I haven't practiced or whatever and end up, getting hit. And
right. Yeah, if it was required, he could do it, right? Like if it was both fire rod and first sword and swamp or whatever, like he could do it, but he has the equipment. He's just not gonna do a clip that he knows is slower for him, which I think is smart. Here we go towards Skullwoods. So
checking Bumper Cave first.
Smart. Yep.
Yeah.
We're gonna get a ped check out of this also probably, which is maybe the argument for doing this.
All right, just bombs on Bumper Ledge. Book was bait as usual.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Mike still has a pretty solid lead here. Vortex still has to. He can do very, very, but does still need to do it.
All right, a big key from. Mike, just.
He doesn't spin buffer. I know our whole like, Mike, Brave, Homewrecker, none of them spin buffer.
That's so wild. That's so wild. I'm not nearly confident enough in my one pixel movements to do it.
It's great when you don't have a sword, right? Because if I don't have a sword, I'm just sort of haven't learned the
setup or whatever. Yeah.
And I don't know the pixel.
Oh, nice. That was a nice Samaria there to the side. There's a small key. All right, Vortex doing his climb. Needs to do this. Not going to get anything out of it, but does need to complete it. Mike has already done his. Fire Rod's just in the Eastern Big Chest.
It's just in the Eastern Big Chest. That's one.
There's one item, single ruby in Skullwoods.
Oh god, do we have literally any? Don't think we do.
Yeah, no, I pretty sure we do not have anything else.
Yeah, the mirror shield straps there from Vortex were really cool.
One of the few rooms in which the mirror shield's actually useful.
And an Eastern is the answer.
That's incredible. Could be ped,
oh, man.
right?
Could be ped. Yeah, we're not gonna. Are we gonna? Yep, we're getting a ped check. Let's go.
Let's go. Oops, all dungeons, HMG seed. So, Dot, was this an HMG seed?
Yes.
All right, 10 arrows on that.
It was, because the swamp was a crystal.
Yep.
And the swamp small key was not vanilla.
Cool.
So this seed is not completable without underworld clips.
Nice. All right, Penned and Eastern at the 88 minute. Eastern skippers in shambles here today.
Yeah. Mike also, by the way, not getting punished for saying no thank you to pendant cold stare with no item.
Yeah. Well, neither of our runners did that, so they both would have been punished.
No, for sure, but
yeah, but Mike may have gone and done that.
Mike had few enough options
checks
left that it, you could make the argument for the pet insurance.
Yeah, love those cape strats in Eastern 2 there.
I'm lazy. I never quick swap in time to make that worth it, so I just don't do it. All right. Well, Vortex, remember, he doesn't have a fire rod. He does.
So a little bit of time pickup there, Vortex. Man, I can't get that smooth movement in Torches 1 just with the lamp at all.
Oh, it feels so good.
Yeah, I'm just never precise enough. Although my Super NT is coming in a couple months. So let's go indeed.
When you learn no logic, you and I will have the same disadvantage of not being able to do VRAM.
Not being able to do VRAM corruption?
Yeah.
Well, I'm probably not going to learn no logic. So I think that I know enough about all of this.
All say.
I know enough about all of this to commentate it, and I think that's probably I'm probably good. All right, Vortex is in true go mode now with the bug net. Now he
does
can
still
be
need
at,
that fire rod.
You know what I mean.
Yeah.
Fire rod on Armos.
I mean, you've been saying big chest for the last 45 minutes.
I think we got the big key though, right?
Oh, did we?
I thought he checked it on the way through. I could be wrong. I was watching
We'll find out.
Vortex, so.
Yeah. We'll find out right here.
Okay, no. So
nope. He just
Eastern
could
big
still
chest
be
fire
big
rod,
chest.
everybody. As we hit 9 minutes in this seed. Nope.
Nope.
Could be Armos though. Almost has to be, right? Is this the last location? Yeah.
Oh God, what else have we? So from Mike's perspective, it
could be what? Sorry.
Left side swamp.
Mmm.
Mike left one item.
That's correct. That is correct.
We know.
We know it's not there. It's got to be here. This is the only place for it.
Both our runners have the TR big key already, so once they do get that fire rod,
we get to just run right to Laser Bridge.
Yeah. We've seen Bat, we've seen the mushroom turn in, we've seen all the book checks, we've seen the shovel.
There it is.
There it
At
is.
1 hour, 31 minutes and 14 seconds, StructuralMike, after last locating his fire rod, is in go mode.
So Vortex, I think, is going to be right behind him because this teleport to the Eastern.
Yeah. Yep. It's Justin Pendon Eastern.
Yep, replying to herself from whatever that was, an hour and a half.
Eastern skippers.
20 minutes. Yeah.
Get wrecked.
Nice portal preserve there from Mike.
Oh yeah, that was spicy right there. I liked that.
Gets the quick fish, and oh, not continuing. Eastern, at least not this direction. He might not know the clip. No, he's going.
Oh, he hasn't done Laser Bridge yet.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I think it is fair to say that Mike has this one at this point.
Yeah.
Doc, how do you feel about that?
I mean,
if you missed our setup, if you missed our setup, Doc will face the winner of this match in the next round of the brackets.
In round 2, yeah. I was not going to feel good about facing either of these runners from the perspective of like me having any sort of advantage. Mm-hmm. I was going to feel great about facing.
You cut out there. Feel great about facing. Maybe he did that intentionally. I don't know.
No, I was going to feel great about facing either of these runners. Having a good match and, don't know Vortex super well. We've interacted.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
Vortex is all. I know both of these guys super stressful to race against.
Yeah.
Both very, very good execution. Mike, just from a ton of rando, has a ton of rando knowledge. Vortex obviously has came into the community after I did. He was part of totally ridiculous 2020 mentor tournament class, and is now a
just like
really
one of the
top-notch
scariest
NMG runner.
to play
Yeah.
against.
Oh yeah. He just owns me in literally everything that I've ever done against him. So he's quite good at this.
Malmo taught me that quick setup for the
mirror wrap.
For the mirror wrap, and I don't remember it.
GG.
So I still do the ancient tech manual setup.
Mike coming up here, getting in the portal. He's got to beat TR, so he's headed over here.
Yeah, this is just a quick mirror wrap to laser bridge, and then a mirror flute to 5, run over to the pyramid.
That's one of my favorite things to watch in glitches, where you have to like jiggle back and forth to climb up that climb up that slope because it's so big. That's always fun.
So so by the way, you just saw Mike pushing 2 buttons at the same time is impossible, right?
True.
He missed the mirror. That's the biggest reason I need to learn that setup, because with the setup that I use, if the simultaneous inputs, you're just soft locked.
Oh, well, that's bad. We don't want that.
You don't get to try again. Like that's the thing that's going to convince me to. Oh, you're not? Oh,
Ooh.
Okay. I'm just bad then.
Okay. Well, as previous, hitting 2 buttons at the same time, impossible. It is known.
Yeah.
Vortex going all the way back through TR to check the compass chest.
Do the same inputs after failing that mirror wrap as you do after succeeding. Really? Okay, I'm gonna open up the practice hack and play with that.
Mike getting half of the backdoor Trinax, misses the second half, so does not get the 0 cycle.
I mean, that makes sense. You're in the same place.
That is 7 crystals for StructuralMike. We just get to go kill a pig. Oh, I love your sub badges. Those are great.
All right, Vortex. Probably gonna. Well, I mean, the fire rod is big. Vortex may hit go mode before Mike finishes, but
maybe he's got a. I mean, he's got a full clear of this. It's in.
Well, Mike doesn't have silvers, so.
Yeah.
I'm bad at time.
The easy 1-in-1. But very clean.
Rock. Where in Turtle Rock? I thought we opened everything in Turtle Rock.
No, it's fire rod lock.
Fire rod lock.
Yeah, that's funny. Thanks, game. Mike did not get torch glitch. We'll be fine. Even has a green, I think. Should just be a couple more spins for Mike.
Not been counting, but
no, but we're pretty close here.
He's using the fire rod, so he must have a potion.
He does. He has got a green. And there it is.
Nice.
With the
Finishes it with a slash.
With the slash. What a game. It's your GG's in chat for Structural Mike. Gonna finish this in place. We'll advance on to the next round of the brackets to face one Dr. Earworm. He finishes with a racetime.gd time of 1 hour, 39 minutes, 6 seconds. GG's. Structural Michael.
GG's.
Vortex about to hit go mode here after an Armos kill. And we do get a forfeit from Vortex, who checks the room, sees that Mike just finished. And so Vortex will forfeit there. And just never getting the fire rod. So GG's to Vortex of Doom as well, of course.
Jeez.
We are joined by our runners, Structural Mike and Vortex of Doom. GG's to both of you.
GG's. Oh.
Oh.
GG? GG?
Hey, there we go. Now we hear you. GG's.
Yeah, GG.
GG's, Mike.
Yeah.
Mike, if you're talking, we can't hear you.
Oh, I was muted.
There
Hello,
we go.
There we go.
GG's.
Hello,
GG's.
GG's.
Everyone can hear everyone now.
Yeah.
Wonderful. I
That
was just
was
saying,
a seed.
there was a fire rod hunt for us both, I assume.
Sure was.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
I think both of you ended up very nearly last locationing it.
Yeah, all I had was front of skull and bumper.
all I had
I-
was left side swamp.
Yeah.
I felt really bad when I realized that there was a key on left side swamp.
Yeah,
Meaning
we,
when I
we
picked it
saw
up.
the we saw you.
Because
Wait
I
a minute.
wasn't going to go back in for one item, but
Yep. Classic.
that was far from the only waste of time I had. So,
Can't believe you skipped Dunker Woods entirely.
well, so I was going to do it in my
Yeah.
search for the pearl. I fake fluted to CAC
Right.
and did like Stumpy dig game, then went back and did Thieves. And I took too much damage and I got murdered by the Ropa before I could mirror going into Skullwoods. And I was like, I'm going to do a bunch of other stuff, even stuff that I knew couldn't have the pearl, or I was pretty sure couldn't have the pearl, just to maybe I can make it better. And I found the flute doing that, so it did end up making it better. But
Hmm.
Yeah.
Very interesting Merle in this seed, for sure.
I was very curious about how we were supposed to get it. So it was flute in
Mirror
Logic?
Super Bunny. Yeah. The flute was in Logic, because you got the big key on Chain Chomps
Okay.
in
Yeah.
TR. And
Yeah, 'cause
then
you can
the
get to change
flute
chunks
was
with
in
no
Big
small
Chest.
keys.
So is
Yeah.
I assume then the way I got into middle TR was in Logic.
Yes. Yeah, the mirror opens up a bunch of gotcha locations. It could have been in Mimic Cave, Pyramid Fairy, or on Pyramid Ledge.
I kind of forgot about Pyramid Fairy until I was like in Escape, and I was like, oh crap!
We were talking
could've
about that.
found
We were
these.
wondering if that, like, you
I just
you clearly realized that it was a thing once you had already made the trip up there, and at that point, it just
Right.
makes sense to commit.
Malmo also pointing out in chat though, the flute could have been out of Logic, and that Moon Pearl still would have been in Logic. You just teleport up to the flute 6 spot and then use the mitts. There is nothing in HMG that the flute actually
Oh,
logically
okay.
impacts.
Oh yeah, that's right. Once
I
you
thought
get
that
the
was a
mix,
stupid-
it's fine. Yeah.
stupid.
Really, it was the mirror that gave you a bunch of dumb locations, right? Like those, the C-shape house and chess game were in logic with the mirror because you do a bunny DMD.
Well, I was thinking about doing fake Dark World, but I was like, I should try to Super Bunny these instead to get Skull Woods, and then I ended up not getting any of them other than C-shaped, so that backfired pretty hard. I should have also done Catfish with Hookshot Cave, I realized, but
yeah,
I don't know.
There were a couple of small routing things that added up for sure, but I mean, for the most part, I would say that the execution was very even, right? Vortex spent a little bit more time on the Heraclip. Mike spent some more time on the King's Tomb situation.
Oh my god.
We were wondering if that tilted.
It did, of course. Yeah. I failed. I was gonna do like King's Tomb, gave a ledge together. You got the hook shot, great. And then I just kept failing it, and the more you failed, the worse it got. Until at one point, I actually got it, but then I got hit by a boulder, and I was like, "Oh, this wasn't my fault, so let's leave."
Now I can stop.
Between the swamp time losses, getting in and left side, the pod time loss of having to do right side.
Yeah.
Because I forgot to open the door.
Right. Yeah.
Oh,
and
yeah.
a
Did you
couple
get the
other
mirror?
things.
Did you get the mirror in your opening? Mirror and
No.
sword and no. Okay.
No, I got.
Yeah, you also had to do pod without the mirror, so especially you
Well,
got
I
extra
didn't have
punished
to.
for doing
I did.
right side.
I did pod absurdly early. It was like the first thing I did
Right. Yeah.
after like South Shore.
Yeah. I think my biggest time loss was just trying to get to King's Tomb for what felt like 10 minutes.
Yeah, I had mitts before I decided I was going to King's Tomb, so it was.
Mitts was my very next check after that, which was very ironic.
That's phenomenal.
That's the best.
Yeah, I went straight to pod from saving the old man. I was like, I don't really want to go to Pendant Hera. I don't want to. Like, I could go over to the other side of the mountain, but I just was like, pod is something I feel reasonably confident in my ability to do. It was close, but.
That, by the way, your Helma kill had chat in a way.
Oh yeah,
that was really close, and it was like, oh, that's right, Vortex with the showing the NMG.
Yeah, your NMG was
hammerhead.
showing a lot in this one. It was really cool to see.
One thing I was really happy with was my Ice Palace route, because I like.
Yeah, that had everybody talking to.
Because I was like, I didn't realize until I was like falling down the bombable floor, like, oh, I meant to check the Dark World map, and I realized it was a pendant. And so after right side I had 2 items. I'm like, I'm just gonna continue back to Compass Chest, and it was the last item, and I like barely felt bad about dipping it because it was definitely in logic. So
And then
it was nice and slick.
And then Mike, you actually got bailed out. We were talking how Doc was saying that you're not super comfortable with the Freezor clip. So the item layout, and you came in there with Cane of Samaria, and so you know that helped you. You know, you weren't you very easily could have been punished by that item layout in GT if you also skipped Pengator chest, but you weren't. Worked out.
Yeah, it worked. Like I'm just slow with the Pengator thing. I can do it if I need to.
Yeah, that's what we were saying, that it's a good skill to have, to know like, I'm not this trick is not going to be faster, so I'm just not going to.
Right.
Like,
also, shoutouts to Lamp in Meyer. Thank you.
Yeah. I put off Meyer. I think I was going to do Skullwoods and Bumper before Meyer if I didn't get the cane, but.
Well, the way I was thinking,
I got cane very late.
Yeah, that makes sense. I got it. I did a whole Dark World like normal route, north to south, after getting the Moon Pearl. So I did the whole Smith chain and got it.
I thought about it. What did I do instead? Oh, I did Swamp first thing with Moon Pearl, basically. I was going to do that, but I was like, oh, I should do Swamp.
So, Mike...
Wait, you had Flippers before Moon Pearl?
Oh, yeah. I did Hera my first trip up and got both
Right.
items. And I did Hera before Saha's Closet.
Right. I only did Hera once I got Ether and Maya was open.
Right, because Vortex
then
rushed CAC, so he had the hook shot early, whereas you rushed Saha and had the mirror early.
So I did Hera, and then like checked out Swamp because it could be in Logic, and then left the left side because I didn't know if it was actually in Logic. Like if one key was lamp locked in Meyer, it would have been all completely out of Logic and wasted time.
Oh yeah, I did both left side chests because I was like, it's so likely to be an item. I've been burned by that with Map and Compass there like twice recently. I should really stop doing it, but
it's extra. You get God Swamp more often in HMG because of the key.
Yeah.
So, Mike, you advanced to round 2, facing off against a real clown, me.
Some doctor from the West Coast.
Some doctor from the West Coast of the U.S. Yep, and Vortex. That is it for your time in the Glitch Mentor tourney. Are you going to be joining the class of 23 in learning either No Logic or the All Dungeons?
I mean, probably. I'll probably do some No Logic at some point. And I've meant to do All Dungeons for a while, so
nice.
But don't know exactly when, but right now I'm trying to get up the gumption to join the NMG weekly. So.
And then how have you found your Glitched Mentor tournament experience enjoyable?
Yeah, I definitely at this point, like now that I'm starting to get comfortable finally, I was like I could have been at this point like 3 weeks in if I had just done a little more work, but I wasn't feeling it then, and I'm still having a good time. So nice. No real regrets. I'm honestly there's a little relief to just be one less thing to schedule every week. So
there's been a lot of tournaments.
Looking forward to watching Mike keep going, and yeah, so it should be a good time.
Cool. Well, I think we will wrap it up there and let Malmo cut stream. But thanks so much to Malmo and Mike and Vortex for letting us do the restream, and Tyler, thanks for jumping in last minute and dodging a ladder to join me on comms.
Yeah, my pleasure. Thank you, Doc, and thank you to everybody else. Thank you to Malmo for being the driving force behind this tournament and doing so many restreams. Really fantastic work from everybody. So for everybody, my name is Tyler Salt. Thank you all very much. We will see you later, nerds.
See you later. Bye.
Honey, I'm going to have camera now. Because I was going to do the weekly.
I was going to ask for help. Is it like right now?
Yeah.